guys, it's me, Tori. My buddy Blake has asked me to sit in on a business meeting with the co-founders of LiveLink Tickets. They have developed a networking service that allows parents to go online and watch their child's concert, play, or sporting event live, no matter where they are in the world. Membership is growing like crazy. In fact, they already have 1,000 members. Since it is an online service, one of the big concerns is how many servers they'll need to accommodate future expansion. I told Blake it's all about exponential growth. Let's get in there and get another problem solved. Like I said, membership in LiveLink Tickets is exploding. The company is experiencing a growth rate of 40% each month. They're using this rate to predict the future membership. Before we look too far into the future, let's see where they'll be next month. The company is growing by a rate of 40%. What does that mean? It means that next month's membership will be 100% of the members plus an additional 40% of the members. That is 140% of the members. So we write 1,000 times 100%, or 1, plus 1,000 times 40%, or 4/10, which is the same as 1,000 times 140%, or 1 and 4/10. This gives us 1,400 members. What you need to know is 1 and 4/10 is called the growth factor. Notice, this is 1 plus the growth rate. Anytime we have a factor greater than 1, it represents exponential growth. 400 new members. So we just estimated the number of members by the end of month 1. Now let's look at the table and graph to estimate the number of members by the end of month 2. How can we use the growth factor of 1 and 4/10 to find month 2's membership? Well, we take the membership of month 1 and multiply it by the growth factor of 1 and 4/10 to get 1,960 members by the end of month 2. If we continue the process of multiplying our new month's membership by the growth factor, we predict 2,744 members by the end of month 3. Check this out. During the first month, 400 people joined. But during the second month, LiveLink Tickets gained more than 400 new members. Each month's membership is not found by adding the same amount each month, but by multiplying the previous month's membership by the growth factor, 1 and 4/10. We can see that the pattern of multiplication continues. The team needs to predict what the membership will be in 1 year. They could continue to multiply by 1 and 4/10 for each of the 12 months, but there is another way. Let's take another look at the table. We started with 1,000 members and multiplied by our growth factor of 1 and 4/10. Then, to find the membership at the end of the second month, we multiplied our first month's membership by 1 and 4/10. To help us find a pattern, we're going to replace 1,400 with 1,000 times 1 and 4/10. For the third month, multiply the second month's membership by 1 and 4/10. Let's write 1,960 as 1,000 times 1 and 4/10 times 1 and 4/10. Look at the calculations through the third month. Do you see a pattern? Notice we repeatedly multiplied by the growth factor. Great! We can use exponents to help us quickly calculate the predicted membership for any month. The exponent corresponds to the number of months. So, to calculate the membership by the end of month N, we take 1,000 times 1 and 4/10 to the N. Remember, we want to predict the membership by the end of year 1. We take 1,000 times 1 and 4/10 raised to the 12th power, which is approximately 56,694 members. 56,000? I think the team will need more servers. Let me show you something cool. We can calculate growth for any situation if we can identify just 2 important values. The value of the dependent variable when n equals 0, which is a, and the growth factor, which is 1 plus r. If we have these two values, we can write an exponential equation to model growth. Let's look back at the team's equation to identify these two values. Remember, a is the value of the dependent variable when n equals 0. Notice in our equation, this value is 1,000. The second important value is the growth factor. In our example, the growth factor is 1 4/10. This is 1 plus the growth rate, r. To generalize, instead of using m for membership and n for number of months, we can replace these variables with y and x. So any exponential growth equation can be represented by y equals a times the quantity 1 plus r to the x power. Can you believe that in the first month, LiveLink tickets will grow by 400 members, but in the 12th month, they're predicting they'll grow by 16,198. Exponential growth is pretty extreme. I think this meeting is adjourned. There are always a lot of factors influencing actual growth, but this model predicts that these guys should start pricing new servers. Problem solved.